started to paint about 6 years ago. I think my beginnings were pretty much the same as with anyone having no artistic education. Started to talk about getting into art at some point, and my wife got me a student grade watercolor set for Christmas. Those were actually pretty good paints, and looking back, I'm glad she got me tubes instead of pens, since I realized later on pens don't really work for me. Then I got some cheap paper, and looking back, this was a terrible paper even for pulp paper standards. And my first brush set was actually meant for oil paint. You know, those flat brushes with long handles and short synthetic hair? Pretty hilarious, exactly the opposite of what you actually need for watercolor. And then guess what? I skipped all the basics, fundamentals, principles, theory, and went straight into it. And honestly, I think this is as good start as any. I think jumping in without any real knowledge, just seeing how it works, what happens when you touch the paper with your brush, might be actually the best thing you can do when you want to get into art. Yes, there are schools and universities where they will teach you all the theory and make you do all kind of things, but taking your own steps, seeing where those steps will lead you without following some strict rules, do's and don'ts and all that, might be for many much more natural way to learn. Being born in communism era, having to follow very strict rules, having to learn only what they wanted and how they wanted, made me hate everything and anything connected to school. So being able to do this artistic journey, taking my own steps, making my own decisions is a blessing to me. I think not everybody understands what a great liberty this is. What I'm trying to say here is that the way people learn is not the same for everyone. Having to go by the book can perhaps be very discouraging for many. As with many things, learning art, and this may count twice when it comes to watercolor, is a life journey. So the way how you start this journey can be very important. Now, I'm not saying the theory is not important, quite the opposite. But when you are just starting, I don't think you should be too much bothered by rules and principles. What you should do is to enjoy yourself, experiment, watch the water flow, watch the pigment spread, and do stupid, fun things, not worrying about anything. Use black pigment, use opaque white paint, do anything. And perhaps already at this stage, you will start to discover your own unique ways how to paint. And yes, why not to follow a tutorial and see that it is possible to paint beautiful things, to see that you can do it. If you have fun sketching and painting, doing what you love to do, eventually you will encounter problems you have to solve. Not knowing how to pick the right colors, how to draw in perspective, or how to create a harmonious composition, and then the theory will come into play. But having started out of pure enjoyment and being already a bit familiar of what it means to paint, what it means to you, you will study the theory when you need it, you will right away put it into practice, and you will do it with the same passion as the things you have been doing so far. And ultimately, it is the passion that will make you spend hundreds of hours practicing. Passion will make you dive deep into theory. It will keep you pushing for years, perhaps a lifetime. I think passion is what many people mistakenly call talent. It's not some sort of mystical gift one gets when he's born. It's a creative expression. It's doing something what you love to do. Of course, this way of learning might not be for everyone, but it certainly works for myself. And one last thing, one of the most important things, if not the most important thing, if you don't want to get lost somewhere along this journey, is to remember why you started to paint. How you felt when you first saw some beautiful paintings, the sense of wonder being able to create, the sense of unlimited possibilities. It was the passion. Always follow it. And as always, enjoy the world of art with your family. It will make you happier. My name is Peter, and this is We Are Family Art.